pride for Pete, a religion rainbow feet, and homophobic chicken meat. Coming up today on The Point.
I feel like it could have gone with like homophobic cock.
Qu'est-ce que tu vas me faire? Tu me fais pas peur. Plus de souper avec tes parents.
Hello and welcome to The Point, the only talk show bringing gay and straight men together to see what happens. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Now, Jim, you are wearing a shirt.
I am.
That's so weird.
Whoa.
Why this shirt?
The Raptors won last couple nights ago, so we are in the finals, right? So
And my
Last
understanding
couple nights ago.
is it's the first time the Toronto Raptors have made it to the finals.
made it to the finals. Yeah.
This is the first time since '93 that any Toronto team has done that.
Wow, go team.
Sorry, we're not talking about the Kardashians.
And Tito, how much do you care about this?
0, 0, 0, none.
What I don't this isn't what we're supposed to be talking about today. But what I don't understand is why people. I'm assuming you were not like driving down the street honking your horn.
I
like,
was asleep.
giving high fives.
Did
to,
you see Dundas Square? Like,
I
you
was.
literally
It
could
was
not drive
you.
through.
You were.
Yeah.
You were like honking your horn.
Well, I mean, like, so I was.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
It's him.
No, so I'm
It's a good euphemism for
Toronto
masturbation.
sports fan, but I'm more of a Leafs fan. So if I went to like the Game 6 when the Leafs played and everything like that, and I was very upset because they lost.
That's hockey.
But yes. But if, I mean, I was still high-fiving everybody. Like, it's great for the city. The energy was absolutely amazing last night. And I was just thinking, if that were the Leafs, I would have been a raging maniac last night. Like, not like being like crazy, like doing anything stupid, but I'd probably hug everybody that I saw and like.
Yeah, but this is
Spin it
this is
around.
something that I
Why?
don't.
Like, why do people get so excited?
Right. This is
about
what I don't
sports?
understand.
I've known hockey more than I've known anything else in my life. I've been playing since I was 3 years old, like recreational hockey or like some whatever minor hockey, like rep hockey, all this stuff. Like played junior and all this stuff. So I've known hockey more than I have known anything else in my life. So I'm like very passionate about it. And
But
It's
no,
just- it's
but
a
I
community.
understand.
There's like being a fan of something and then being so like I'm gonna like just go in the middle of the street and like start a party.
No,
It's
this
just,
is what
like,
I don't, and
so
we have to
extra.
move on. But this is what I don't understand. Like, if your hockey, like you were playing minor league hockey, and your hockey team won, like you won your
Right.
team, like
Totally get
you
it.
would be top of the world. I get it. But when a bunch of professional millionaires who aren't even from here win something. Now, it has the city's name on it, right? Whether it's Toronto or New York or LA, wherever, Milwaukee. And people were down the street, we won. I was like, I didn't win anything.
because
Like,
it's that mentality. Like I feel like I'm a part of the Leafs. I've been watching them. I've been a fan.
3,000 other people.
Yeah,
who
but
are
it's like me
also
watching
feel that.
Beyonce win an
It's
award
gonna-
on TV. Like I'm not gonna go outside and fucking
Well, that's
start a
different.
party.
That's
It's-
not a sports
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, but
Also,
okay, so
but
I
you're
was like
still a
a
fan of
huge
something.
Game of Thrones fan. When the finale ended, I wasn't going like,
Nobody was. It was
Nobody
trash.
was. That is a bad analogy. That is,
Have you ever?
Okay.
Have you, sorry, just like one more thing. But have you guys ever played for like a team or anything like that? Have you guys ever
Baseball
been
when
on
I was a
Okay.
kid.
Yeah.
So I get it. Like
It's
if
the other part of
I-
it, Fred, is that life is fucking shitty.
Yes.
And people
You got
need
one
something
thing.
to get excited about every once in a while.
Listen.
So that's what
I
this is.
found out
Somebody
yesterday-
jumping in.
I found out yesterday that Ashley Judd signed up for a new movie. I went up to everybody at work. No one cares. But I went up to everyone freaking out that she signed up for a movie. I get it.
Okay, speaking of how bad things are, it's time for talking point
You're
number
welcome.
1.
You're welcome. By the way, Ashley Judd signed up for a movie.
Chicken shoot. Okay, so Chick-fil-A.
Has everyone ever eaten at Chick-fil-A?
I've actually never had.
We don't
Heard
have
it's
it.
supposed to be good until all this
Okay,
controversy.
so
It's a fucking chicken sandwich. I mean, like, let's stop going
And
crazy
waffle
about how
fries.
amazing it. Like,
Waffle
there are a
fries?
million chicken places.
he's into the waffle fries. So it's actually the number 3 fast food chain in the U.S. But they are
Shut the front door.
also notoriously anti-gay. They give money to anti-gay causes. And actually,
Wow.
here in Toronto, we are getting Canada's very first Chick-fil-A, not far from here.
Is
Wha-
it the same company even
Same
when
company.
it comes to Canada?
Same company.
Yeah.
Same company.
Like it could have the same name, but maybe
Now,
somebody else.
they recently, Chick-fil-A recently defended their donations to anti-gay groups, saying it was a higher calling.
Fuck that.
And in fact, Republicans are now fundraising off of Chick-fil-A. U.S. Senator John Cornyn from Texas sent out a Defend Chick-fil-A email to fundraise. If leftists pride themselves so much on tolerance, why can't they stand the sight of a chicken sandwich made by a person of faith? Are they so threatened by upstanding Christian values that they must issue outright bans on one of America's most popular chains? Question. What do you do about this? Do you eat? Are you gonna go to Chick-fil-A?
No.
Do you fight back? Do you protest?
You let it go
What do you
under
do?
like every other business in
Yeah,
Toronto.
what's this whole protect Chick-fil-A bullshit? I thought these Republicans were about capitalism, let the market sort itself out. So if people are going to go and protest and do whatever they want to do and their sales decline or whatever, and they need legislative support to prevent people from damaging their sales,
Well,
it's ridiculous.
to John Cornyn's, he's not doing. He's just fundraising off of it. He's saying, "Give me money." As a
Okay.
politician,
Yeah.
so that we defend Chick-fil-A. I mean, it's kind of crass politics. But the Texas House of Representatives, it was killed in the Texas Senate, but the Texas House of Representatives actually passed a Save the Chick-fil-A bill, which was what it was a religious protection bill.
Yes.
Which is, so. You're against same-sex marriage. You have the right not to bake this gay couple
Yes.
a cake. It's that kind of thing. And this is the issue that the right, one of the issues that the right seems to be focusing on right now. And Chick-fil-A is just the latest iteration of this.
Yeah, I think they should definitely be hitching their wagon to something else. Chick-fil-A, they're out there and they're in the news, but they're not exactly doing smart business moves either. Like, I don't know if you know this, but they opened up and they fought and they spent a lot of money to open up a Chick-fil-A in the Atlanta Falcons stadium. Right? Now, for those of you that don't know, Atlanta Falcons are an NFL team. NFL happens 98% of the time on Sundays. What is not open on Sunday? Chick-fil-A. So,
Because of their
is
stupid
brilliant.
religious bullshit.
because they're stupid
Yeah.
religious beliefs. So, like, they're shooting themselves in the foot by just being idiots.
That's amazing.
We demand you let us spend this money to put in a store that we will never open.
So here's the thing. This is a question of balance of rights. Okay, so there are people who don't like the gays, right? Do they have the right to not like me? Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But do they have the right to tell
serve
people to not serve
Yeah.
me? That's the question, and that's where these Save Chick-fil-A or Religious Protection Acts come into play.
And I think that
Quote unquote religious protection.
The Religious Protection Act is like it's supposed to like help Chick-fil-A get into like university like
Right, and
like
okay.
campuses and everything. But at
Okay.
the same time, universities in the States at least predominantly are privately owned and run. So they can open up whatever the hell they
Right,
want.
and so there are movements to get Chick-fil-A off of college campuses, out of airports.
Yep.
I believe it was Austin, although don't quote me on that, that decided not to have Chick-fil-A at the airport. Now, you were talking about the free market. Is that the right thing to do? To say for a public entity like an airport, well, it's not public, quasi-public, I guess, an airport, but universities, public or private, is it right to say you are not welcome here?
Yes, absolutely. Because, first of all, again, right to free speech and all of this bullshit has to do with the government persecuting you, putting you in jail for what you say, okay? That doesn't mean that there are zero consequences to anything that you ever say or do. And a lot of people seem to misunderstand that. And so people saying that they think that their bigotry, it has no place in any of the places that they want to be in public spaces, and they absolutely have the right to lobby to get them out of there and for them to deal with the consequences of them promoting hatred and bigotry, which is what they do.
Also, and I'm going to go back to the whole not being open on Sunday thing. if you're an airport and you're getting millions of people going through your airport every day, the last thing you want is a business that's closed on one of your busier travel days, right? That's just bad business.
I mean,
sure, they're paying the airport, but you're just like wasting space basically at that point.
This is interesting, and I wonder if you think this is the way to go. So, an LGBTQ nonprofit called the Drew Project in the States is promoting this idea of reparations. Now, let me know what you think about this. I think it's kind of clever. They're not going to stop people from going to Chick-fil-A. Because if you hear some people talk about Chick-fil-A, it's the best chicken sandwich on the planet. I don't know. It's a chicken sandwich. I'm not, even though I'm from the States, I've never. But they're saying if you're gonna go to Chick-fil-A, then whatever you spend at Chick-fil-A, donate the same amount to an LGBTQ nonprofit.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, just donate it and don't go to Chick-fil-A. And then you're actually doing something beneficial in the world.
Is it the responsibility of the LGBT community and allies to stand up and protest and say, we don't want you here?
Yeah, honestly, I think so. And I think that would be honestly a good thing because it'll not only bring attention to LGBTQ rights, but and what's going on with the community, but also, negative connotations associated with Chick-fil-A and reminding people, like, oh yeah, this is a bigoted company that thinks that their religious beliefs.
Are you curious enough
promote more than
to
that.
try it?
No. I'll go to Mary. I'll go to
Kind
Mary
of,
Brown's
yeah.
thing.
If you would, if
Like
you
secretly
had,
and then
if
not
you
post
had it
about it?
here, I would take a bite of it, but I won't give them any of my money.
No, you said secretly,
Secretly, but not post about it, so nobody knows you ever had it.
although you just said you're gonna try it.
I would definitely try it.
I wouldn't go out of my way to try this. No, if
No,
somebody
I wouldn't
had
go-
it and they're like, "Do you want to bite?" Like, "Oh, sure."
Yeah,
you bought
that's
it,
what
like,
I'm
I'll
saying.
buy it.
I would
Like,
take
I'll
a bite, but I wouldn't give them any money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a part of me that thinks, what is this why are
And that's why
people
they're gonna
so-
do well because people are gonna be so intrigued by the bullshit. And
Anyway, speaking of chicken, it's time for Tito's Midpoint.
Cluck, cluck.
No mercy, baby.
all right, this week we're playing On Point, and it's about the Met Gala, the most fabulous.
Yay.
Okay, so
So the Met Gala this year the theme was camp, notes on fashion. What do you guys think camp means?
Weird.
Atlanta Camp, the actor.
No.
Central.
Kitschy, ridiculous.
Anal.
yeah,
Like ugly.
anal. No, over the top, exaggerated.
Ugly,
I was
but
thinking,
people are like,
go with the
oh,
tent.
look at it. So
Yeah.
people are paying attention to it, so it's okay for some reason. That's my theory. That's my take on it.
It's Doug's hot take. Hashtag Doug's hot
Now
take.
we'll see everybody else's take on it on the red carpet. So we're gonna start with
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, who was one
love
of the hosts of this year, and she had not one reveal, not two reveals.
Wait, you want the second
Hold
reveal?
on. Wait, this is
This
to
is
me,
the first.
Where?
first
Wait,
one is
hold on.
awful.
Is it a different outfit? Don't change it.
Okay.
And then
She looks like this
removes
is
it.
her. She's in the new Ghostbusters as this
As a
new
ghost.
Stay Puffed
Yeah.
marshmallow
No,
Gaga,
but remember,
except it's like
the idea
in
here
color.
with camp is not to necessarily look like good, like
No, no, no.
sexy. It's supposed to be campy.
Which is why I love this.
This is campy.
But she looks
Okay.
like the Stay
Now
Puft
what's
marshmallow
next?
a
person.
reveal.
Ah.
And then
do
you
you
thought
mean
it
a
was
reveal?
over, but it's
Like
not.
she had 4 different outfits and she changed on the red carpet.
Oh, is this why it was so big? It's because there were 3 other
Yeah.
outfits on there.
Yeah.
And then what's the last
Okay, well
one?
this
No,
one's
this
on
is
point,
the
too.
second one. There we
There
go.
you go.
There we
Okay.
go.
Oh, and there's another one under this.
And this was the third look.
Ooh, there's another one under this.
She has an old school telephone.
That's where we'll do the edit.
And then blam.
Ta-da!
Is that another outfit? Is she just wearing her underwear in that one? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
but
I'm
that's-
wearing 2 outfits as well right now if I just take this all
So
out.
this all happened on the red carpet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she just like somehow unvelcroed out and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
I am a sucker for a
amazing.
quick
Props.
change.
Props.
Like,
For
on,
camp?
on
Props.
stage and
Camp,
theater.
that's for sure.
Camp
Yeah.
queen. I mean,
Yeah,
Gaga.
this is like queen of camp. She
Yeah.
won the prize.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the rest of these.
She
trash
ate all the
bags.
s'mores. Next we have Harry Styles
No, it's
giving you a
terrible.
little blouse. I like it.
I like it, but I don't know if it's campy.
Yeah, I don't
And
get
he
it.
doesn't look happy about it either.
No.
He never looks happy.
I mean, he
That's-
looks
Why not?
good,
He's good looking and he's rich. Fucking be happy,
but
Harry Styles.
I don't think it's campy.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no, it's
it's
stupid,
very
man.
interpretation of camp is so,
But exaggerated, over the top.
Yeah.
but it's also harder for men. I feel like.
I think if
Oh,
Really?
not all. We'll see other men in here, but
Next we have Anna Wintour.
I like this.
I think she's so cute.
I don't think that's campy.
I don't think it's campy.
Yeah, I don't think
It's-
that's campy.
It's her friggin' gala. Whatever she wears is camp.
Clearly she missed the memo about her own
Yeah.
fucking gala.
Probably campy for her though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The next one, I think, also. This might be
The next
second.
one is so over the top.
This might be the
Celine.
second prize after
Yeah.
Gaga.
100%.
Who is this?
If she's
Celine
a backup.
Dion.
Oh, I can't
She looks
see.
like a
I'm glasses
backup
on.
dancer in one of her own shows.
Give me
Yeah,
that
that's
look.
exactly it.
Celine Dion!
So campy.
I can't see anything.
Of all people, you should know who that
I
is.
don't have my glasses on. I just got yelled at so hard.
She looks like a Vegas girl.
Yeah, it's great. It fits her.
Yeah.
And yet it's still campy.
She's
I
so
love it.
extra too.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
If anyone
Next
wants an
we
inside
have-
track, Adam just spit all over my arm.
I'm sorry.
That's hot. Doug
you're
likes
welcome.
it.
Next we
I didn't say I
have
didn't like it.
Janelle
Nice.
Monáe.
Oh, this was also, I have
Okay,
to
yeah,
say,
this is-
Love this.
this wins a prize too.
Janelle Monáe is a
And-
Picasso painting.
And the eye winked.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Really?
This one?
The one in her hand, I would imagine.
Oh,
The one-
yeah, the one on her,
And her clutch?
no, on her boob.
Did she
it
walk like
winked.
this the
Blinked?
entire time?
How did she
It
do
winked.
that?
Yeah, that's
I don't
need to
think
see
I
video
saw
of that.
that, but she's like giving you mad hatter realness.
Yeah,
too.
no, this is amazing, and this is camp.
This is also very camp. Billy
Yeah.
Porter.
Okay, so this is a guy
This is too scary.
being
though.
campy.
I don't like this.
No, this is
No,
scary.
it's so campy and over the top and wonderful.
But it doesn't look
What is
good.
the
Pretty
point
bad.
of
But
Met
the
Gala?
point of camp is not to look
This
good.
Show
You
off
can
how rich
still be
people
over the
are.
top and look good. You don't have
But
to
you
look
don't
like
have
a
to
friggin'
look good. You have to look campy.
I think this is an important question that Ori just brought up.
What is the purpose of the Met Gala?
It's a fundraiser.
Oh,
For what?
For rich people.
For
to
these
show off how
outfits?
rich
No,
they are.
for the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Oh, amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, there we go. Now we're all on the
Yeah.
same page. Let's keep moving.
There you
We're
go.
back to on point now. Everybody's okay.
Next.
Next we have, oh my god, I love this one so much.
Yeah.
This too. This too.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry came right from her production of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Phantom of the
People were
Opera.
tearing this apart. This is so campy.
No, this
and,
is
like-
so yeah.
And then actually she
Drops
wore
out of the
something
sky?
else at the
Yeah.
after party, and it was a giant, like jeweled hamburger.
Did they light up?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Did they
A jewel
actually light
hamburger?
up as well?
I
Oh,
think
the
they
next
are.
one. Okay, you were talking guys being campy. The next one. This is
This is ridiculous.
no. This is awesome.
Oh my god! And he's got his own severed head.
Jared Leto showed up with his own
Look at the
head.
smile on his face.
Wait,
That
which
is
one is the
awesome.
severed head?
He looks like,
I can't tell
he
the
looks
fake
like
one.
Jesus.
Jared Leto
you know who
giving
he
head
looks-
realness.
Yep.
He looks like Vlad the Impaler, like Dracula.
Yeah. Also, when was the? This is not the last time you've Google searched Jared Leto giving head.
Jared Leto's hot, I think.
No, but this is yeah. This worked. This was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm into
I
this.
just don't understand the head. It's just why. Anyway.
Well, that's
camp.
half the guys you've been with.
He's ahead of you.
Next. Next.
Wow.
Okay. Next we have Zendaya, who had a
Oh my
whole
God.
Cinderella
Holy
moment.
God,
I
on
did
point.
like
See, I.
No.
Yeah. Stop.
She
with your
walked on the red
cynicism.
carpet. She had her stylist wave a wand. There was smoke. The lights went up her dress. It was a
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
That's
That
great.
is incredible.
Okay.
Also, I love Zendaya anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know who she is.
She's so great.
Actress, singer.
Should I know
Have
who
you
she
seen
is?
The Greatest
Disney-
Showman?
Zendaya?
No.
Go watch The Greatest
You
Showman.
haven't?
Spider-Man, Homecoming.
It's amazing.
No.
Anyway, Spider-Man. Yeah. She's,
Okay, Spider-Man, yeah.
She's also in the new season of the
yeah.
OA. So good.
Oh, I haven't watched
Anyway.
that yet.
Oh.
Next we have Cardi B, the over the top as
This
well.
again. This is great. This is
Wearing
great.
a giant carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
She's wearing the red carpet.
She looks like an NBC Peacock logo from like the 50s.
It looks like
good.
instead of melting into the ground, she melted up.
Like the T-1000.
Yeah.
Like just
Coming out of hell.
Terminator.
Yeah. Amazing.
Next we have my favorite two looks. You know, it's not even because it's who
No,
they are, but
this
like
is not
I
campy.
love
Yeah,
how they
yeah,
look.
I agree.
This
so
is not
much.
campy.
That's
No.
upsetting. It's
Caravana.
upsetting a commentary on the state of today's society that this is not campy.
This is so
It's not
campy.
campy now.
I like it though.
She
like
looks
it. So I think it's on
good,
point.
but it's not campy.
And then Kylie,
Oh, I like this.
So
I
good.
like
It
Just
this.
looks like they're at the Oscars.
I know.
That's
What
exactly
Oscars
what
are
they
you
would wear
watching?
normally.
That's not true. You're not gonna
She
wear
doesn't even
purple
get a
hair
vote
at the
'cause I hate
Oscars
her.
and like a
Why
wig.
wouldn't you?
Yeah,
She would.
No,
I think this
Who
is
is
so
this?
good, and I want to do this for like Halloween.
Who is this?
Kylie
Kylie
Jenner.
Kylie Jenner.
One might think that, but that's a completely
Whatever,
different
she
person
can
from
have
who
it
she
as much as I
actually
hate the
is. 'cause
Jenners.
that's-
Well, thank you, Tito, for today's campy midpoint.
Today's mid-kid.
No mercy, baby.
And now it's time for talking point number 2, rainbow problems. Okay, so
Tell me about it.
what?
What?
What? So, Mayor Pete Buttigieg, one of the Democrats running for the Democratic nomination for president,
Yeah, we know.
has opened his merch store online called Pride for Pete. But he's gotten into trouble
Of course he has. Tell me why.
because he uses the quote unquote racialized version of the rainbow flag.
You mean the
in-
colored one?
in his.
You can't say colored anymore,
Okay,
Tito.
can we stop? No, can we not?
Oh, it has the brown. Okay, I got it. No, like all the colors is what I meant.
Yes, I know that's what you meant.
Okay, I see why you're freaking
This
out
isn't the
now.
1950s.
I take it back.
All right.
It's
Carry
so
on.
what?
Okay.
That was
so
funny.
I mean, just personally, I was like, oh, cool. There's, but then I started
Why is
looking
there
at
backlash?
because okay, so his use of the fake racialized pride colors is not accidental. Note that he doesn't. Basically, what people are saying is that because he has such low numbers in the African American community, as opposed to like Joe Biden or other candidates, Kamala Harris, that he is
Calculated.
pandering to the African American community by using this version of the flag in the merchandise.
I can see that because if he really wanted to be more inclusive, he would have also used the trans colors, which he did not. If it's just the brown, then
Or
what's
just
the point?
use the normal flag because
Exactly.
it's inclusive of everybody.
Yeah.
Anyway, you don't need to add in these additional colors. It's fucking stupid.
Yes, Adam.
Who gives a fuck?
No,
it's
who
also
gives a fuck?
Stupid.
Like,
But this is politics. If it gets the African American vote, if it gets black people voting for
mean,
him,
I
great,
don't-
because we need to get these fucking Republicans
yeah.
out of there. Whatever he's got to do, do
okay,
it.
It's just
Literally.
optics. Like it could look really bad.
this is
He
this.
would have been in trouble the other way. If he used
That's
the other
the
one,
thing.
he would have been
And
he
what,
screwed either
what
way.
gets me about this is that what does this? I mean, I think everybody at this table leans Democrat, right? Leans
so left.
liberal.
As left as you can get.
His dick points left.
Yes.
Yeah.
No!
It does happen.
I'm looking at it now. Can confirm.
And we all want to see whoever the Democrat nominee is become president.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that Trump does not serve a second term.
Literally anyone.
I'd vote for a dead pigeon over Trump. But the question is, what does this say about the state of Democratic Party politics, the politics of the left, that this is what people are fighting over?
But that's what
Who cares? They're always gonna fight
yeah.
over something.
with the left, with the left or whatever, with the Democrats, it's always going to be something that's kind of insignificant
Yeah,
that
like
causes all this big
minuscule,
brouhaha.
Yeah.
It's not like we're complaining about him sexually assaulting someone, and that was the Republican,
Right.
Right, and that was their whatever like controversy. If this is the most controversial thing that's going to come out of the Democratic Party, so be
Not
it.
even just
exactly.
the Democratic Party, but him.
And
Like,
Yeah.
what else can you find on him that you're gonna bitch and complain about? The fact that he used a flag that some people like.
I mean,
like,
and the other
okay,
thing
cool.
is it that it is controversial or is it clickbait bullshit?
But what worries me is that Obama recently warned about a circular firing squad,
yeah.
where instead of uniting to beat back Trump, or for that matter, in Canada, beat back the Conservatives, we shoot at each other and we take down people over
bullshit.
Stupid thing.
A
Stupid
circular firing
things.
squad works if you're pointed outward.
Yes.
That's the thing,
Well,
right? Like that's actually a great strategy.
gotta point
but
the other way.
you
and
just
there
don't
are,
point
and
in
there are
toward
people
yourself.
who, because Pete Buttigieg is, in the top 3, 4, or 5, how you look at the bottom. But there are 23, 24 people running. So there are people who want to see him fail so that they rise up, and they're gonna latch on to anything. Well, speaking of things rainbow flag, so as you were saying, the rainbow flag is inclusive of all, but
Pictured here, a clearly gay man holding his rainbow flag.
On Halloween, dressed up like a priest.
There is
No,
a
he'll be a
movement.
real priest.
There is a movement now in the Christian blogosphere to reclaim the rainbow flag for straight people,
That's
because
stupid. You can't reclaim something that was never yours.
well, but
It was
but-
God's.
How was
Well,
that?
but that's their. That's,
It was God.
Oh, because
that's
God
their
created the
argument.
rainbow?
God created the rainbow.
Wow.
Therefore,
But
it's
did God
people,
create flags?
It's godly people
Fuck, I hate people.
who should be reclaiming the rainbow flag from the quote-unquote
I want to
ungodly.
piss all over these people.
And this is
But like God also created gay people,
They'd
so
enjoy it. They'd enjoy it.
are they just gonna ignore that?
So what's his name? Graham. Franklin Graham. God's sign of his everlasting covenant with man has been hijacked by Satan. Today, when people see the rainbow, they think of diversity and gay rights, not God's promise. Another Christian blogger wrote, the very symbol used to promote freedom among the LGBTQ population is one that communicates the fact that God's wrath is coming upon the world of sinners. When Christ returns, he will certainly reclaim the rainbow for what it was originally intended for in the first place.
He was
What's-
already here. Let's
Also,
calm down.
clearly this is a statement from somebody who wants to have 3 dicks in him at once.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Come on.
3.
2 in the ass,
more than that.
1 in the mouth.
in one hole.
And 1 in each hand.
I mean, stuff like this comes up every year around Pride. I mean, but again, this goes back to what I was just saying about Pete Buttigieg. Instead of firing at Pete Buttigieg for what version of the rainbow flag he's openly gay. He's the first openly gay serious presidential candidate in American history. He could be the Democratic nominee. So why would we on the left or the anti-Trump forces, whatever, go after him for something as that? Go after Franklin Graham and the crazies on the right who say things like this. Okay.
It very much reminds me of that Simpsons bit, the bumper sticker. A gay president in 2084?
Yeah.
We're realistic.
Yeah. Tito, Bop of the Week.
Bob of the Week this week is David Guetta featuring Ray, and it's called Stay.
Nice.
It's called.
I actually know that song. That's the first one I think.
3 seasons in.
Well, we have some big news here at The Point. We are now on a brand new streaming service.
Fred, I'm scared.
No, be fearless.
Totally unrehearsed.
So you get it, it's on the app. They call themselves a film festival in your pocket. There's films, there's shorts, there's music videos, and there's talk shows like The Point.
Whoa.
On Fearless.
Whoa.
So go on your App Store and your Google machine and Fearless streaming. If you're watching us on YouTube, of course, subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/thepointguys. Of course, don't just hit the red button.
You're too early, but
Hit
Too
the
early, man.
bell-
Too early.
Oh,
Oh,
I hate when that happens.
premature bellulation. So that you hit the bell so that you get notification every time there's a new
there you go.
episode available. Thank you.
It's been a while since
Of
we've
course,
seen
if you
him.
really want to help us
It's
out, go to our
exciting.
crowdfunding site. That's at Patreon, patreon.com/thepointguys. Our iTunes audio podcast is still available. Check us out there. Of course, let us know what you think about Pete Buttigieg's rainbow problems and what you think about Chick-fil-A. Have you ever had a Chick-fil-A? And does it taste like homophobia? At The
assuming
Point
yes, it
Guys
does.
on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Fred.
Thank you. We have a new show every Tuesday, so we will see you next Tuesday on The Point.